YouTube, all the things. Hello, hello. Happy Monday, y'all. Happy Monday. So, if you guys are new to the page, thanks for watching the replay. So, if you're watching the replay, type a replay in the chat. If you're watching the replay, type a replay in the chat. Um, and then also let me know where you are logging in from in the chat. Let me know where you guys are logging in from. Rep your city in the chat. Hope you guys are having an amazing day. Hope all is well in your part of the world. Um, OKC is in the building. STL. Let me know where that is. Lots of glory. Let me know where that is. Forgive me. Let me know where that is. But today I want to talk about why your community needs a Black owned beauty supply store. And as you guys know, representation, St. Louis, blessings. Thank you, good sis. I'm never going to forget that now. So, as y'all know, representation and empowerment, that is literally the key to building a strong community, right? Opening more Black owned beauty supply stores just in general makes a difference in our community, right? So that's why I wanted to talk about why it's so important for your community to have a flourishing Black owned beauty supply store. Now, not just any old beauty supply store, but a beauty supply store that represents Black excellence, right? All of that. Okay, so when I first got started, y'all, one of the reasons why I really wanted to open a beauty supply store, not only because I just hated my experience, like we just had really bad experiences, and so I wanted to move from really bad experiences to the self checkout experiences, which is what we get in Target and Ulta and all the other places. Like you really still don't get an experience, but it's not like somebody in Target's about to walk behind you and act like you're about to steal. But there's still you still don't get that luxury experience that you get when you go into a Louis Vuitton store or to a Gucci store or whatever high end store where they're serving you champagne and they're walking around showing you different items and it's really giving you a high end experience. So I really wanted to be able to deliver that in my beauty supply store, right? Going from that bad experience to whatever lackluster experience to like a really good experience because we're missing that. And if y'all don't know the numbers, Black women, we are the number one consumers in the beauty segment. We spend the most in the beauty segment, not just on Black hair, beauty just in general. We outspend everybody. And so if anyone should be getting that experience, it should be Black women. And that's the reason why I wanted to start my beauty supply store because I wanted to give Black women that Black girl luxury. Black girl luxury is a thing now. It should have been a thing 10 years ago when I was giving y'all Black girl luxury with my store. But no worries because y'all are here to do it. Y'all here, I'm passing the torch on to y'all so y'all can now deliver that experience. Number one. So the experience was number one for me. And then what I also knew, especially at my grand opening day, was representation. I spoke a little bit about that already, but the power of representation in the Black community is literally everything. Because when we see ourselves reflected in the businesses that we support, it gives us that sense of pride and that sense of like belonging when we're able to do that. Because I know when I go to my nail tech, who is a fabulous Black woman, shout out to Candace, Better Nails in New York City. It's that sense of belonging, of pride. You know, her nail shop is giving all things Black girl luxury, right? And so it just gives all of those things to you. It's a little bit of a dopamine rush too, right? When we're able to really sit down and support another Black owned business that we actually love, not just because they're Black owned, but we just love the experience. we just love that we get that champagne. That champagne is everything. I saw a funny meme the other day. I'm gonna pause real quick, but I saw something super funny the other day. I think it was on Donnie Wiggins' page where she talked about y'all love that champagne while y'all getting y'all nails done, but y'all seen there one kitchen. They cleaning out the champagne glasses in the bathroom sink. Y'all don't see no kitchen. I was like, she's right. She's got a point. I don't see the kitchen. But anyway, let's move on. It's about the experience. It's about delivering that experience. And it's also about that power of representation, right? Also, the other reason, besides the experience and the representation of why your community needs that Black-owned beauty supply store, is because we circulate the Black dollar in our community. When you support a Black-owned business, you know for a fact that that dollar is going to be circulated 100% in the Black community, which is another reason why it's so important, right? The economic empowerment that comes with it is something that we also don't talk about enough when we're talking about circulating the Black dollar community. We are contributing to growth and we are contributing to prosperity in our community, right? That allows us to create opportunities for other people to come and flourish, especially because besides the government, and I read this as well, besides the government, small Black-owned businesses, and we're the second in place of employment opportunities to other Black individuals. Like we are number two when it comes to employment. Our government's number one, we're number two, right? So we're able to give opportunities to other Black individuals in our community, especially if they're coming in our community, right? So given that financial stability is everything. Being able to employ, for me, that was also a highlight of being an entrepreneur. Being able to, it's still to this day, being able to employ Black women, women in general, mothers, that means so much to me. And it also puts a little fire underneath me to make my payroll at the end of the month, because I know that I have mothers that are supporting, they got to feed their kids, right? But it does give me a great sense of pride to be able to put myself in a position where I can employ other Black women, I can employ women in general. And that economic empowerment is everything as well. The other reason, moving on, y'all, the other reason why it's super important for us to be able to curate our own spaces in the beauty world is because we know our hair, our skin regimen, all of those things more than anybody else. Like we could do this better than anybody else, right? And so for me, when I started my beauty supply store, it was very important that I did the groundwork of curating a store that was going to appeal to the naturalista, and making sure that I kept my ears to the ground to what my consumers were looking for in terms of products, right? Because we went from, and again, I opened my store over a decade ago, y'all. So a lot of what I'm talking about is kind of ancient at this point. But we went from having this wave or trend of women who were doing like the big chop. They were doing the big chop to now, how do I do this hair once it grows back, right? And I feel like we're now in the space of women still trying to figure out like, what is my real hair care regimen, and like, what are the products I should be using for my texture, my curl pattern, right? So it was like this transition of what the Black woman's needs were from, over 13 years ago to now, where it's like, we're past that big chop era. Now we're just like still trying to figure out what works for our hair. And now, obviously, more than ever, we have different options. And that's why it's so important for you to open your Black-owned beauty supply store, because you are able to hand pick and hand select the products that make sense for Black women. Right. And not only are you able to hand select the brands that are going to be in your store in a very thoughtful way, right? In a way that hasn't been done before, because we know our Asian counterparts and our Arab counterparts, they're just listening to whatever the sales rep tells them. They're just listening to, what they are saying they should put in their store. They don't know. They don't know. They're not on YouTube researching. They're not talking to influencers. They're not talking to the community about what they really want. They're just listening to the sales rep tell them, yeah, this sells. This is number one seller. And they're like, okay, put it on my shelf. That's it. That's their process of selecting brands and products for their stores. That's why we need your Black-owned beauty supply store. Because we know that you're going to sit and you're going to really do the research. Like how I sat and I really did the research, right? How I talked to people and understood what the needs were. Okay. So if that wasn't reason enough, hey sis, good to see you. If that wasn't reason enough, y'all, I want y'all to come to my one-day intensive that I'm having July 22nd, because July 22nd, I'm actually going to be not only discussing all the things of getting started in beauty supply, but I'm going to actually walk you guys through this process. I'm going to walk y'all through this process. Hey, Shantae, of how to get started with your beauty supply store in your community. I'm going to walk y'all through the license and permits. I'm going to walk y'all through creating a business model for your beauty supply store, all of the different business models, how to choose one that makes the most sense for you and your community needs. We're going to talk about how we are going to set ourselves apart from the competition, because there is this myth that the beauty segment is oversaturated and there's no way that you can compete. We're going to talk about this. We're gonna talk about that, right? I'm gonna teach y'all the secrets, right, that they don't want you to know. And this is why we have to have closed behind the doors conversations. That's why this is going to be on Zoom. I can't be doing this publicly. They already tried to shut me down many times, y'all. They tried to shut me down many times, but I will not be silenced. So we're gonna go over in Zoom. We want to talk about it. I'm going to share with y'all startup costs. I'm going to share with y'all vendors, how to get vendors, how to get accounts open for your store. That's my 10 p.m. alarm clock. So walking y'all through A to Z, everything on how to get started in beauty supply. We are doing this. I'm taking out my Saturday to be with y'all, to give y'all this information, y'all. My Saturday that I can be with my babies, I'm going to be with y'all, giving y'all this blueprint. So I need y'all to sign up. Okay? Because this is going to be my last virtual event that I'm going to be doing this year. We have other things planned, so this is going to be the last virtual thing. Okay? She says, I can't wait. I can't wait either. She says, we don't have a beauty supply within 17 miles where I'm at. Oh, come on. Let's go. I'm ready if you're ready, sis. Let's do this. There are enough Black and brown people. Yes. Why are we shopping like this? This is my question. Why are we still shopping like this? Somebody's got to do it. And it's you. And I'm going to show you how to do it. Okay, so we're going to get it open. We're going to get it started. And it's going to be fabulous. It's going to be amazing. Never done, haven't been seen. Okay, it's going to be amazing. All right, y'all. So sixfigurebeautysupply.com is where you go to get your tickets. Sixfigurebeautysupply.com. We're doing this Saturday, y'all. This Saturday. So mark your calendars. We're starting at 10 a.m. Eastern time. Okay, 10 a.m. Eastern time on this Saturday. So Six Figure Beauty Supply Store, if you haven't gotten your ticket, it's only $47. To get me all day is only $47. It's crazy cheap, y'all. This is a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So be there, guys. We have a VIP option as well. So if you want to get the workbook and you want to get our additional session that we're doing at night, you definitely want to do the VIP option because it's going to be good to you. The VIP option, I'm having two of my favorite clients come out. They have multiple beauty supply stores and they're going to give you the tea about how to manage multiple beauty supply stores. That is going to be a private session that is going to be at night. So we're going to have our after hours session at night, right? She says, I'm in that thing. Let's go. And you get the workbooks. So that is happening for our VIP ticket holders. Again, y'all, it's sixfigurebeautysupply.com, sixfigurebeautysupply.com. And I will see you guys on Saturday. Have a good night, y'all. Bye.